This is a ranger, and with multiple mechanics and synergies, we can buff them up to produce an insane amount of resources, unity, and science, allowing for huge, quick progression down the society tree, giving us the best space fauna we could ever hope for. In this video, I'm going to try this wacky build out and walk through the steps and mechanics that make it potentially insane. We may even run into a few bugs that get in our way. Now let's get into it. Here is our fauna build. I was told in my Discord to look at the Environmentalist Civic by MathSums, and when I was doing some research, looking at Reddit, seeing what other builds people are doing with it, I saw this. This whole build is built around Environmentalists. The fact that you get rangers, which give unity from naturally occurring blockers, but also they can produce basic resources depending on what the natural blocker is. They also produce society research. Society research is very good with bioships, but also fauna. Now, you could play this without fauna, but we're going to take this to the extreme by using fauna, as fauna gives us a bunch of stuff. We're doing this because we have Beastmasters, which gives us gravity snares, artificial breeding, beast ports. We actually don't start with any military ships. We start with space amoeba. Now, artificial ship naval capacity is boosted by 200%, but clothing cost and upkeep's reduced. Then we have to go for the origin. That's all about fauna. We get more unity on our homeworld. We also get wrangler jobs, which we can change into random stuff that are going to produce us more resources again from the wildlife ranch. And we also get genome mapping, so 10% pop growth speed off the start. We can build an alien zoo, which is going to be very, very important. We can get gravity snares, breeding, controlled mutations, and then a bunch of buffs to fauna again. Essentially, we're going to utilize the fact we're going to have a lot of society research, a lot of buffs to fauna. They're not bioships, they're different. And then we can just go vassal, take over people. It's a very strong early game rush build. And also we're using nascent stage, because remember, the alien zoo is important. How do we guarantee that? We have our own babies that we put in zoos, I guess, is what's going to happen, because the first 5 years we have a pop grown, they'll be pre-sapient. So we're going to put them in the zoos, which are going to combine with rangers, which mean we get more jobs, but more bonuses. And then because we have Beastmasters, we can go the tradition that gives more zoo stuff bonuses. It all plays together. We've got egalitarian and fanatic materialist, because rangers also give stuff based on your ethics, and these are very good for science and trade. We're then boosting our biologist output by 15%, and then a further 10% for the researchers. Repugnant's a free pick, and then we got a Garian for farming, because we're going to need food to build our ships. This is a wild build, quite literally. Let's see how it plays. Grand Admiral, 0.5 tech and tradition, normal pop growth. We'll play on normal habitable worlds, because we do want to inhabit a lot of planets. That's why we've gone a lithoid. I did forget to mention that, but we get 50% habitability everywhere because we're lithoid, and everything else we will keep default. Let's see how this goes. This sounds just really unique and interesting. We're like stones that are basically trying to control wildlife and be rangers. It's got good roleplay if you're into that. I like the mechanical side. Let's take a look at our planet and look at what everything else is going on, because it's a bit mad. Because of 4.0, they changed what jobs are. So our society researchers are rangers. We have 520 of them of the start of the game, with an efficiency up to 650. They're producing 8 energy, 4 food, 47 society research, 2 trade, and some amenities. Now this is coming from some of these blockers. Active volcanoes giving energy credits per ranger +1 and some unity. Then we've got a dense jungle giving us food per 100 rangers. Remember, these are per 100 as well, so the more rangers we get, the more we get from them. And then we get some unity from there. Now, it's sprawling slums, lithoid monuments. These aren't actually giving us anything, so we will be able to destroy those. Now, we can't build any more ranger lodges here because we have a planet limit of 1. However, we can get rangers by building archives or research labs, or, I don't know, the society research specialization that gives just 100 ranger jobs so we just get more resources from things. Yeah, we can just stack rangers. Now, it's actually wrong. The wildlife ranch is the thing that gives us the stuff that we're getting, because the effects of wranglers vary depending on the empire's ethics. We get trade, unity, amenities, and society research, as well as research. I believe we'll get some wrangler jobs soon. We just have to click play. So all we're going to do is rush down society. Now, we're going to want that alien zoo, because zookeepers become like wrangler zookeepers, because they combine, which gives us more stuff. And conserve fauna and stuff gives us buffs as well, which is ourselves. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's happening, but we'll just do it. I'm trying to hit 100k subscribers by the end of the year. A lofty task. I hope you can help me out. It's free and it's much appreciated. We'll want some tech, so we'll go to the materials workshop, which will give us +1 engineering research, and we'll do the same for the field dynamics center, but we want that zoo when we can. Now, our mission is to find as many damn planets as we can, so we're going to send the science ship to explore. I am just going to build another science ship. Why not? And then we're going to split up Fleety McFleetface, which we do start with amoebas instead, which if we come over to our fleet manager and then space fauna, we can design space fauna. We only have amoebas at the minute, but these can be leveled up eventually. We do obviously also have this ship design, but I don't actually think I can build them, because if we come over to our shipyard and the beast port, they don't exist. I think this is intended. It's 4.0, who knows. On our starbase, we also get a void lure, which will lure space fauna that we can then capture, which would then go into our vivarium, which we can then breed and cull to get better DNA, which then means the rarity buffs up these ships. It's weird. We should just play and see what happens. So we did get those wranglers now. Let's see what they're doing for us. Society research and unity. I don't know why they're not giving us tech, because we've got the monument as well. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to buy some minerals so we can build up our planet a bit, but it says it will give trade, unity, amenity, society research and research. It's not doing that. Maybe a month needs to tick by. I also need to split up here and send military ship to go and explore. Void lures deployed. Gravity snares. Yes, now we can snare, which we may do. We can breed them, cull them then for food. We have our first science ship done. I don't actually have enough unity yet. Oh, wow. Are we just choke pointed in? I have found our first continental world. I'm going to build the monument straight away because I know this will give us trade and research, which is going to help us when we have like 1,000 civilians. We have found out other planets. Trade's going to help us clear these blockers like sprawling slums to create more pops. Now, this gets even crazier because we can go domestication straight away because we have the tech for it. I believe it's artificial breeding we need. Now, I don't go this normally. When we take it, we get 20% more food output, less fauna ship cloning cost, and then we get a bunch of buffs to these like vivarium capacity, capture chance. We can get debris from our defeated fauna, pop growth speed, and more damage. The main thing that's very, very, very OP is the astrozoology. We get an increased chance of breeding for all space fauna, and we get more culling reward. Don't care. Resources from zookeepers, 50%. We're going to get zookeepers in 6 months. When we build the zookeeper thing, it converts the rangers into like zookeepers, so we get 50% more output on them, which we're going to already have loads of. You can see why we've gone for these space fauna. Now, I don't know if it's worth going that straight away. It probably is, but also mercantile is just so good. You know what? Let's grab a bit more trade, and this can also help out with our unity to go for it. But we don't have zookeepers yet. We do have civilians. We'll just keep exploring with the military ship and the science ship. We need to find planets. Okay, let's grab trade per civilians and amenities, which also means the holotheater can go. I don't care about it at all. We found the matriarch. Well, if we can ever destroy that, we're going to get 3 planets. Okay, aliens is already done. So we can do techs that are going to benefit us. Now, we will get, annoyingly, bioship techs, but I don't think we can use them. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly sure we can't. So we may as well go for the available mutation slots, as that will buff up our space fauna a bunch, as it will give us access to these slots down here. Or 2 planets down there. Very nice. So the reason we want so many planets is because we want all those block of benefits that are just going to give us a bunch of stuff. And the monument's done here as well. Our civilians are going to start producing unity, science, and trade. We're up to 142 a year in, 83 society research. It's pretty nice. And we're just going to try and build that alien zoo next. We do have traditions available. Since we're going for the zoo, we probably should go down domestication now. But switching to unity is probably the play. So we'll do that. Adaptive economic policies, go to government, policies and edicts, trade policy, and then we will do 25% of trade goes to unity. That will get us through that stuff quicker then. Council gen is ready. We can grow our happiness, and then I'm going to grow our unity. Everything's growing. I'm fitting the role play here. So let's build that alien zoo. I think, well, we could build it in the archives, but I'm going to build it in the normal sea district. So when we build that, we'll start zooing the pre-sapients that are us, just the babies of us. Oh, it's so messed up, but so good. I love how you can just do this. We need some consumer goods coming in now so we can actually build some colony ships. Oh, our colony ships also cost minerals. Wait, our colony ships... They cost minerals, food, consumer goods, and alloys. That's disgusting. I hate it. Okay, now let's go for domestication so we can rush down to resources from zookeepers. And there are so many planets down here. Oh my word. Okay, colony ship can be built. It's the most expensive colony ship I've ever seen in my life. We're going to keep making our way towards astrozoology. We'll grab a politician. And the alien zoo is now here. You can now see we have zookeepers, which is still giving the ranger buffs, but they're now zookeepers. And I think we have to set these as protected. Yeah, in the policies. So this will allow them to become part of the zoo, I think. We're just going to build a starbase here, and we will let that starbase upgrade quicker with fortify the border, and the first colony ship can be sent to the first planet. Now we can boost the zookeepers by 50%, which should see all of this double. Let's see, we got 9, 5, and 60. We put that on. Does it go double for everything? Why did nothing happen? Yeah, it seems this is not doubling. Paradox, please fix. We're going to keep playing though. This is still very strong. We need to build hydro bays and trade hubs, settle here, and we're just hoping for many blockers. I'll get that wildlife ranch. Maybe those benefits will apply. We'll grab more food jobs. We did get that tech that unlocks these slots, which we can place a bunch of stuff on, making bioships even stronger. We're just getting the science buildings going. A lot to queue up here. So we got the wildlife ranch. Are they going to give us the benefits that they said they would? Yeah, they are giving everything now. We're getting the same buffs as the civilians are getting, but also on the Wranglers. This game is working nowhere near as intended, but it's doing things. Let's get more unity, I guess. I'm gutted that we're not getting the 50% output. I thought the Reddit post was onto a genius thing. I never even considered it. Okay, let's survey towards these planets. Now, also another note, this build could work with Genesis guides. I've played Genesis guides so much, I wanted to try something different, but when you settle on the other planets, you'll get Pre-Sapience 2, which then you could do the whole Zookeeper thing. But also, I'm not even getting Zookeepers. Like, I think the Zookeeper thing's actually not doing anything for us at the minute. Okay, Mercantile's done. More trade. Let's go research speed. And more food. Yes, food process is so good because we can just do the specialization on the planets. Eventually spam Fauna when we actually find anyone. Speaking of, we've found something. I think that's void worms there. But here we could go collect them. And then we can make void worms. Okay, we have our first world. We have a bunch of blockers on here. So we're obviously going to build the Ranger Lodge to start. And then we'll try the zoologist thing here. Maybe that will help. I don't know. And I'll try and finish up domestication. It might help. Who knows? We're at 200 tech. It's not awful. Shit, these rangers are producing a bunch of food because of all of this lovely stuff. And then we also get more society research from dangerous wildlife. And if I build the zoo, will it work? We'll see. Colonial centralization. I mean, our tech's still very good. The zoo did nothing. But isn't this mad? Like, I just populated this planet with like one building, 69 society research. We now get metabolic regulation, which we could reduce upkeep or increase their growth rate. I think we just get a nice 5% pop growth speed anyway. Then we may as well get a wildlife ranch as well. Consumer goods are just going to be a big issue. Let's keep building sea districts, I guess. We can uplift. I don't know if that does anything for us. I need more star bases instead. I'm actually just going to build a civilian industry. We've lured some nice little fauna. Look at them. Ah, yes, we also get life in the stars, which lets us change what the Wranglers do. So we can't actually go to them. We can exploit livestock, which gives us the rancher stance instead. We get an edict that gives farmer output, worker output, slave output. And we get research speed per occupied for varying capacity and wrangler output. Sounds pretty good, to be honest. We can either get trade or specimen output. Let's do the research speed. Then beasts of burden, we can just put on as well. But now all of our Wranglers became ranchers. They still give us society research and stuff, but now we can also get research speed for every space that's occupied in a Bavarian, which is none at the minute. We should probably go and capture stuff. At the minute, we're just focused on getting as many planets as we can so we can get all the Wranglers. Honestly, I do want to do the snaring, so I'm going to be a bit greedy and just grab someone and automatically capture space fauna. Off you go. Okay, another world. We've got a bunch of blockers. Not too many in this one, but we're still going to do the Ranger Lodge. And we're just going to need more civilian industries, I think. So you can see the snares are being sent off to try and capture, which we did get them, one of them anyway. Bunch of society research. And then if we go to Discoveries and Varium, we do have a space whale. Now, if we cull it, we would then be able to build them. We're not going to do that yet. We want to just build up as many as we can. Consumer goods are an issue. I'm actually going to switch over to civilian economy. I think that will help. We do now have factions that will help. Let's make our factions like us and do benevolent so they like us more. Bunch more unity then. Or we could reduce snare cost. It's probably going to really help us early game. I'm going to do that. So I'm poor and I want all these colonies and they need a lot of resources, damn it. Again, we have more rangers. They're giving us food and society because of the blockers. Robots we can get. They can work some of our jobs. An extra civic. Yes. Just we can finally finish domestication. 50% more ship XP. It was mainly for that 50% output, but I don't think it's working. I'm going to grab 10% more unity. And now I'm lacking alloys. There's always something in this game. Okay, so we are getting some good stuff. And this bull is rare, so I'm going to call the rare bull. We also get food from that. But then if we come over to space fauna, we can make a new Tianki design, and it's going to be rare, which is giving us bonuses. Revolting pests, we will see unique biology because that will give us some bonuses later on. Our consumer goods are now basically fixed. Just need alloys. There's always something. We're just stacking up as many planets as possible. You can see our research speed is only at 1% at the minute for livestock, but we're going to try and build up a vivarium. Okay, this will be a mineral world, I think. It's got a lot of mineral districts. Tech's starting to come on. Almost 200 society research. And the next tradition. I'm going to do prosperity since we're trying to build up our planets. It's very good for that. And now all pops on that planet produce exotic gases. That's pretty nice. Main issue we have is we don't have enough pops. So hopefully we can get cloning from society soon. Do get that extra civic. We could go Genesis guides, but I think that's probably pretty dumb now. We are lacking on consumer goods. Masterful crafters could be good for that. Or meritocracy just buffs up our specialists. It's probably meritocracy. Just gives our rangers even more bonuses, which is what we're going for. More research speed head of research. We're actually going to just use the standard. The other civic ones aren't even that good. We are getting towards maximum capacity, so we should probably build Vivarian tanks at some point. I really don't want to, though. I need the trade. We should probably build robot assembly plants when we can to just build some workforce. Clone vats. Oh, wow. Thank you, game. Oh, they have a mineral upkeep, though, because we're lithoids. It's weird that minerals is the biggest issue right now. Clone vats done. Xenobiological lab, finally. That's going to buff up our zookeepers even more. Let's make things cheaper, and let's try and get clone vats down as soon as we can. They're really needed. Energy and minerals. Yikes. I'm buying the max minerals. Okay, Vivarium's almost full. We do have epics, so we'll call one of those. And then we want to build Vivarium tanks now, I think. Just for that research speed. We found Bethesda. We will try and kill them eventually. And we don't want to do any of the block attacks. Let's just get first contact speed, I guess. Clone vat. The mineral upkeep's going to kill us, but hopefully with the pops that we make, we can then work the mineral jobs. The only issue is, I think, we'll be pre-sapients as well when we breed them. Maybe we should have just gone Genesis, guys, and I shouldn't have tried to be fancy. You live and you learn. Our economy is going to collapse, but I just need clone vats down as soon as we can. 4% research speed from that. Let's go. Yeah, it seems like our pop situation will be fixed in 5 years when the pre-sapients go into them. We've made mistakes. Okay, 20% more mining output might save us here. At least our snare cost is now minus 100%. Go and capture some space fauna, my friend. Oh, this bug still exists where it just spams it. Ooh, a rare space amoeba. It's very weird to me we're getting all these techs. Is this bugged? I thought this build was going to be very cool and fun, but too many bugs I don't think are intended. Now I'm trapped with this stupid civic, the alien zoo that does nothing. Prosperity's done. Yay! I'm gonna go biomorphosis now. We need some good stuff. I think we go mutation for the adaptability stuff since we're lithoids. So I could make pops with these mineral things. I just never have the minerals. I never built the biolab. I am an idiot. We have 500 research. The economy is just so slow. Like, we are getting planets like this that are producing 88 society, 102 here, 144 here. We're just struggling with the basic resources, but I guess I should really just try and do the rangers because we can produce basic resources from them. You gotta kind of just fully commit. Okay, we're at max varying capacity, just need to fill it up now. Oh, we got an exceptional Tiangi, yes. Give us that DNA. Okay, we'll go purity now for the job efficiency. How have I got a psionic pop? Happiness, resource, if species psionic. I'm not psionic, but I may as well set you as default then. 3 more unique slots. I think this is when we then will build a massive army to murder. It's still going well, but we just have so much research in comparison to everything else. This is a weird build, and it's not working as intended. Go for 50%. It would have been so good. I'm gonna go cloning so we can actually produce more pops. That's the main issue. We almost finished it straight away. Can I get rid of master stage now? I don't want it. Do vat-grown and robust. And exotic metabolism. Cloning's done. We will take the backup clones. Why not? Okay, the economy is starting to fix itself now. We can actually work jobs when we produce pops. You can see we only have 3 ships here, 3.7k. We could go a bit mad here, like adding the space whale ox. 6k food. It's worth 1.1 just on its own. Let's get some whales and oxes, I guess. If we kill the stuff, do we get stuff? I can't remember. Yeah, we get a bunch of energy. I forgot about that. We should have been hunting stuff. Apparently the Faculty of Studies also stacks with zookeepers slash ranchers slash whatever the heck they are now. But I'm very far ahead of a lot of these AIs. Their economy's apparently carrying them. I can't make them a tributary. Yeah, I can finally make someone a vassal. I'm just going to declare the war now. We need to get there though. I think I bugged the game because the pre-sapients still exist and it's been well over 5 years. I guess they're still existing. I don't know. 4.0 is a magical beast. Yeah, let's see how 31k take them on. We should be good. Yeah, they get destroyed. I mean, I've just put disruptors on them. On their X slots, apparently. Why is it X, not disruptors? I don't know. I'll take it. Taking some more down. Oh, they have a 12k. We should still win. Like, triple them. Just retreat. We are starting to actually feel quite powerful now. We've got cloning bats going. We're producing different types of science, kind of. It's mainly society still. And we have our first vassal. Let's go even crazier because obviously these are X slots on the max ones. So you could find like insane X slots and just spam them. Hopefully shield penetration, long range, a bunch of space whale X slot craziness. This is a weird build. didn't work exactly how I thought it would. But Stellaris, we still are very strong, and it's a very different way of playing. Probably would have been better just to go Environmentalist and maybe Catalyst. Processing with bioships instead. Primal Calling obviously does help with the damage. We are on some insane research speed. It's a weird build. That's what I do. I'd show you off some cool builds that you can mess around with. The strong roleplay potential here. A bit different, and it at least sets up a really strong fauna build that you can do and spam out. And the more planets you get, the more rangers you get, which are producing you insane resources eventually. Like, we're getting so much energy resource from there. If you did enjoy this video, check out me showing you a virtual in 4.0. Is it still good? Check to find out. If you've already watched that and want more EP3 content, members from $5 a month get access to my Every Click series, which is a much slowed down episodic series that wouldn't do well in the algorithm, hence it's for members only. Click it and goodbye.